Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we're going to be covering a Brawler Cup tournament hosted by the San Bernardino. Probably brutalize that community. The admin is the Dannies. Thank you very much for coordinating, sending me these battles. I'm going to be showcasing the winner. The winner of this tournament gets a $50 cash prize, plus, less importantly, they get to shoutcast it by me. The Brawler Cup meta is basically a slot meta where there's like different Pokemon. There's like different weight classes, and then there's different Pokemon that are eligible each weight class. You can only pick one Pokemon from each one, so it creates this like really interesting meta where obviously there's really strong cores. I think the strongest core of this is I believe the Vigoroth Kofagrigus core. And I'm going to be showcasing the Jaysfan, who's someone I had a chance to battle back in like season 1 of Silph, and extremely tough battler, has like some of the most impressive runs in Silph and in factions. Incredible battler. I was very fortunate to battle him when he was a little bit more younger in his battling career, but certainly if we were to pair up now, he would absolutely destroy me. So his team is on the bottom, as requested by some viewers. He has Jirachi, Sableye, Diggersby. I don't know why the name slipped my mind. Dragalge, Machamp, and Lapras. His opponent has Castform, Rainy Castform, Ninetales, Vigoroth, Kofagrigus, Abomasnow, and Gyarados. So when I look at this, Sableye honestly looks really safe here, like super safe. Abomasnow, like a Dragalge, also looks like pretty good here. Obviously, you have to be careful of the Abomasnow. Have to be careful of the Gyarados, depending on what moveset is bringing. And then it looks like he's gonna bring Machamp, which I actually think is decent here. I also think Lapras is okay here as well. But the Machamp makes sense. Sableye for sure is a safe switch, right? Because basically, if you lose the lead, you're gonna look to win and switch with Sableye, which should be possible in most of these scenarios. So on the opponent's side, what do I expect them to bring? Kofagrigus is really safe here. Obviously, you have to be careful of the Diggersby and Sableye, but Sableye matchup's still playable. It's hard to counter switch into the Sableye. Diggersby would be really tough to bring here with the Castform, Vigoroth, Abomasnow. Abomasnow's not that bad, but Gyarados as well. So I imagine that for sure they're gonna bring Kofagrigus. They kind of have to bring the Abomasnow, just given how good Dragalge is, and then I could see them bringing Vigoroth. Obviously, has to be careful of the Machamp. So that's what I'm predicting. Kofagrigus, Abomasnow, Vigoroth. Could they bring Castform? Certainly. Could they bring Ninetales? I think unlikely they would bring Ninetales. So, and then Gyarados. Honestly, they could bring Gyarados. So but I definitely do see Kofagrigus and Abomasnow coming in, and then either Vigoroth or Gyarados. But let's see. This is the first round of this tournament. Obviously, all really great competitors. Gonna lead Dragalge into. Oh my gosh, they actually did bring the Castform. A little bit surprising here. And Dragalge obviously has a fantastic matchup versus the Castform. They actually throw the Weather Ball right away. It's actually kind of an annoying situation here because you do have to outrage them because they obviously do resist. Probably gonna CMP tie. Yeah, makes total sense here. And let's see what they want to do. They're gonna let it go. I do expect the immediate switch out to Sableye is what I would guess. Okay, actually gonna come in. I really don't like this farm down here, but they're gonna go for the outrage. But it kind of makes sense because you do have to line things up. Probably could have went double Aqua Tail there. Honestly, the Aqua Tail would have put them into the red. But you can basically double shield Sableye here. They have something else weak to Dragalge in the back, so maybe Ninetales. Gonna have to shield this. They should be dry now, so they do Dark Pulse here. Gonna look to farm down. They desynced a little bit there. Oh, they come Vigor off here. That makes sense too. And this is GG. So they did bring the Koforgigas and well Vigor off. I expected the Bombasnow to be honest, but this is looking really good here. Just basically gonna be able to farm down this Vigor off, and this is definitely gonna be a GG right here. So all right, we're gonna go into game number 2. I'm not sure how he put together these. He separated the individual battles here. So I like this team. I think the Sableye, Dragalge, and then the Machamp and Dragalge form a really strong core. So Gyarados is what I was expecting too. Gonna immediately switch to Sableye. Not 100% sure how I feel about the immediate switch out, but I guess the cumulative Dragon Breath damage would do quite a bit. And they actually no shield, which is honestly kind of crazy to me. Gonna shield this. Let's see if they decide to throw the Aqua Tail or Crunch. They actually go for the Crunch. And then here comes the Castform. This is looking pretty good right now. I do expect them to have Koforgrigus in the back then. So gonna let this go. And then I imagine you're gonna try to farm down all the way with Dragalge. Okay, they do get a little bit. That doesn't matter too much. I think the farm down with Dragalge makes the most sense to avoid shielding the Machamp. So we're gonna see how they're gonna play out. Should be able to farm down before they make it to another Weather Ball. If they come Gyarados, you just farm it down. It's pretty dry. And here comes the gonna throw in Sync, which is a little bit risky there, but no extra Shadow Claw goes through. They are gonna straight Dark Pulse. Oh man, gonna Sync again, and this does go for the big deny. And we're gonna. Oh, they actually caught the move there. That's why I really didn't love throwing on the Sync, because it does give them a chance to catch, right? And okay, interesting move. Gonna basically sack the Machamp. You let this go. 100% you let this go. Oh, they actually shield it. Okay. Okay. Oh, I guess he's looking to counter down here. I guess that makes sense too. So it actually does not KO. It doesn't really matter here, but he's going to be able to Dragon Tail down. Yeah, that makes sense too. So very nice. Able to win the first round, but they are going to play the third game, just so they can accumulate some extra points. Actually coming Sableye lead here, which is gonna need to win switch. Very interesting the opponent didn't elect to throw the Aqua Tail, or they don't have Aqua Tail, which is also possible too. They are going over. Did get extra Shadow Claw in, so should be able to safely get to the move. Especially if they crunch here. They do have Aqua Tail, so gonna look to throw the foul play here. They're like two Dragon Breaths away from the Aqua Tail. And they do over farm. Honestly, I think you just... Okay, gonna shield this. Oh, they actually go for the Crunch, which is pretty interesting here. It's not the greatest situation, though, because if they farm now with... okay, they actually come straight into... Okay, oh man, okay, wow, that actually worked out really well for them. I was actually expecting the Koforgrigus to come in to farm down the Sableye. I think that was like really the only potential win con, because I think you already know what the team's gonna be. But this should be game over. Honestly, you're probably oh yeah, this is game over. You're gonna look to try to let the Koforgrigus farm down. Really doesn't matter here though. And then okay, a little bit of lag there, but that's totally fine. Okay, yeah, should be able to live the Weather Ball here. Honestly, this Castform probably should commit to the Thunder. Oh, they actually do commit to the Thunder. Very nice on their part. But the Thunder is not quite enough to KO the Machamp. And actually, nope, they actually win game 3. Very nice play. Obviously, like Jaysfan waited there, but then there was like no visual update, and made it kind of weird there, to be honest, in the end, because they actually end up taking some maybe unnecessary Shadow Claws on the Koforgrigus side, but that's like always the risk when you do that kind of strategy there. So able to win 2-1 in the first round, and moving on in the top side of the bracket 1-0, and I'll see everyone in round number 2. All right, we are in round number 2. The opponent has Castform, Sableye, Vigoroth, Rodriguez, Bronzong, Lapras. So again, I really like Dragalge. Here, obviously, you have to be careful of the. Oh, well, actually, Dragalge is way worse here because of Bronzong and Lapras. Machamp, honestly, kind of tough to use here, but they're definitely considering. I like the Sableye. Sableye's safe, super safe here again. Really, no checks to Sableye. Considering Diggersby, honestly, is pretty tough here, but Diggersby Diggersby is kind of like the um yeah, this is okay. Like Machamp, Sableye, Diggersby try to win switch with Sableye basically at all costs. I think that's like not a bad strategy. So let's go ahead and see how they're gonna play this out. Can't really run Bronzong. I can't really run Dragalge and Machamp like they did last time because it'd be W2 confusion. Um and can't really run yeah. Okay, this is gonna be a tough matchup here, but Sableye switch is gonna be really important here, and Sableye should be able to win switch versus most things here. Like obviously, some of the tougher Pokemon to win switch would be like Lapras, because Lapras is really tanky, and gets moves at the same pace roughly as Sableye, and they can take a move, and Sableye really can't. At least when it comes to like the 1 and 2 shield, right? Like the cumulative ice shard damage would be a little bit too much. So we're gonna see Machamp into Lapras is a fantastic lead. We're gonna see what they're gonna say switch. They are say switching into the Castform. Um, kind of have to stay here and then say switch later. And you deal with you deal with you shield this for sure. You deal with the Lapras with Sableye, and you deal with Rodriguez, which is for sure coming with the Diggersby. Okay, a little bit of lag there on my screen. Gonna go for the cross chop. Honestly, probably go straight Sableye here. If they come Rodriguez. Oh, they actually come back Lapras. What? Okay. Okay. Because they have Vigoroth? There's no way, right? So obviously you go Sableye here. They have quite a bit of energy. Does get extra Shadow Clawing. Gonna have to let this go. They do Surf here. I think you have to shield here. Okay. Oh, okay. They come Sableye here. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Well, kind of makes sense. Kind of doesn't make sense to be honest, but just gonna go Diggersby here, and Diggersby has such a dominant matchup over Sableye. This is literally just game over here. And gonna take another one here. Basically, just gonna go to 100 here. Honestly, could just Fire Punch and Mud Shot down, but that's probably a little bit too risky here. Just gonna throw this Earthquake, Shield, and then get to another. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure why they didn't go into Sableye into the Machamp afterwards and farm all the way down, because honestly, that would have been a pretty tough situation to deal with. Maybe they were anticipating the blind switch. Which is like something that I would do. So actually gonna come Lapras, and okay. This is not a great matchup here. So gonna go straight to Sableye. Really wants this alignment. And the opponent also knows it, right? So they're gonna look to take a shield. They're definitely not gonna shield this Castform. And then they're gonna look to throw the Weather Ball or build up quite a bit. And you have to shield this. Oh my gosh, not going to shield this. Okay, this is interesting. And going to force a shield here. Okay, this is an interesting play. They actually let it go despite how much energy they had. Oh man. Okay. Good to get the foul play off here, but this is looking pretty rough. Um. Hmm. Um. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Enough for the skull bash. Let's see if they bait or they go for it. Okay. I think you have to bait here. Yeah, or maybe you don't bait. I don't know. This is like one of those situations where you bait or you don't bait. Um, both are kind of rough situations. Okay. Um, they're desynced. Lovely. Okay, gonna let it go. Gonna go for another skull bash. Okay, they go for the surf here, right? So it doesn't look like they're gonna shield this Lapras, right? Um, okay, and then gonna be able to throw the surf. Very nice over farm. And then this is looking really good here. If they don't shield, then you basically Dragon Tail down. If they do shield, then you just go for the outrage. Okay, yeah, this is this game over here. You just farm it down. There's no way the Sableye can survive the Dragon Tails here. Um, you shield this and there's really no risk here. Okay. I was this they should survive this. I was a little bit skeptical on the no shield with the cast worm, but ended up paying off there. Um, Throwing the surf there was kind of weird on the Lapper side, but the over farming there and predicting that they weren't going to shield like ended up paying off really nicely. So able to win the first two games here and basically moved on to round number 3 undefeated. But we're going to play the third game because in case there's a tie, then Jaysfan obviously needs as many points as possible. So this is actually not the worst matchup in the world. I think it's like safe to throw the foul play at all times, right? Because if they catch on something, you're gonna likely throw the foul play anyways. But one to potentially sneak an extra one in. So they're both one short of the next one. Okay, did get the extra Shadow Claw in. Um, Honestly, I think that's a nice shield, right? Because um, the clock is basically up right now. Could throw both these foul plays. Yeah, and then switch. The Machamp should live a surf. It's actually pretty nice right now, and these counters are doing a lot. This shouldn't KO unless they skull bash here, but they're definitely just gonna surf. Should be able to counter down and then be able to counter down the Sableye as well. But they could have a cast form in the back, like just a. Oh my gosh, they come to Vigoroth here. Um, is one counter short of the cross chop? Okay. Oh my gosh, it doesn't really matter here. This game's over anyways, right? They would have lived the counter and be able to. Yeah, this game's over anyways. Good match between these two, and Jason moving on to round number 3. All right, we are in round number 3. The opponent has Silph, which is probably the best charmer in this meta. I believe it has access to flamethrower, Sableye, Politoed, Cofagrigus, Ferrothorn, and Dragonite. So I like Lapras here, right? Has to be careful of the Ferrothorn. It's probably the biggest thing. Honestly, Sableye Sage Switch is going to be pretty tough to do, to be honest, because but I like the Diggersby here. Um, but the thing is, like, maybe even Dragalge, to be honest, is but he doesn't have Gunk Shot, right? So the Charmer is really tough on this team, right? Obviously, Jirachi's there to try to scare it. Jirachi, honestly, not that bad against his team, except for the Cofagrigus and the Politoed. And I guess the Sableye too. Actually, it's pretty bad. So let's go ahead and get started. I like the Lapras for sure. Lapras is coming. Ferrothorn is going to come on their side for sure. Ferrothorn and Surpluff, and then maybe their own Sableye. So that's kind of what I see on their side. They're expecting if I guess he's anticipating if they win Switch, then he'll be able to say Switch into. Okay, I'm not sure why my thing is not lagging here. Okay, all right. So this is a okay lead. Depends on what moveset they're carrying. I'd be and then but this is even if they're carrying EQ, they really do throw EQ. Obviously gonna go Skull Bash here. Oh, they catch on Sableye, which is fine though, right? Because you can go to Diggersby. Gonna farm up a little bit and then catch on to. Okay. Obviously gonna let these go. I'm assuming they're gonna double foul play. And then, yeah, doesn't want a CMP. So nice attempt by the opponent to try to CMP on the EQ. But gonna farm up a bunch here. Force this. It's gonna be Ferrothorn in the back, right? Like I don't see Ferrothorn or Surpluff in the back. Let's see what they want to do here. Gotta let this go. Honestly, I don't think this KOs Diggersby. And gonna be able to make it the EQ. And this is kind of a tough shield decision by this Politoed. Okay, I guess not so tough, to be honest. Okay. All right. They have quite a bit of energy still. Obviously come into Lapras here. They come into Slurpluff. Oh, this is pretty nasty here. Needs to survive one more charm, which Lapras will be able to. And then I guess you don't have to switch. Getting that, okay. Gonna go for the foul play. And then with 2 shields, this is probably still playable here. Actually, not sure this foul play KOs. Does not, but because they denied the charm, actually like was really helpful there. Actually, it doesn't really matter here because like they're not gonna be able to mud shot down. I'm not 100% sure foul play KOs here. It probably does not. But with this cumulative Shadow Claw damage, and you'll be able to survive a mud shot on. Okay. Yeah, you shield this for sure. They probably have 2 here though. But it doesn't really matter here just because you'd be able to survive the mud shot there. So the deny was honestly made no difference there, but it was a neat thing that they got to take out the Surpluff there. So I like the catch. The catch was really nice. Diggersby surviving and getting that EQ off was really huge. Really nice counting by the opponent. They knew exactly what the counts at were at. Maybe if they were thrown at the Lapras, to be honest, if they threw the Weather Ball at the Lapras, just because Sableye, okay, Sableye lead. This is kind of where you want to This is not that bad of a matchup, right? So, try to go for the extra Shadow Claw. They're both trying to go. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this is CMP. 2 over. Okay. They did deny, though. Gonna let this go. And then I think you just go for it. If you lose CMP, that's not that big a deal. Then you mud shot down. They need 5 to get to it, so they might get to it because these mud shots are not going to do very much damage. They'll for sure get to another foul play. That's fine, though. This is going to be some fancy catching here. 2. There are 2 right now. They're definitely not going to throw right away. All right, so anticipate 1 over then switch. Yeah, 1 over then switch. Very nice. So they went 1 over and then, yeah. So nice move. Nice prediction on, here comes the Slurpuff. This is actually okay. Looks like it did deny the charm though. It's kind of hard to say. It might be an invisible charm. We'll see the health afterwards. No, they did get a charm through. So obviously wants to land this Surf. I don't know if you shield here. You do shield, okay. They do have Grass Knot though. Energy Ball. You have to shield this for sure. And then you have to look to Mud Shot down. and obviously try to, you have to mud shot down. There's no choice here. And then whether you bait or go for it is an interesting decision. Okay, I think this is the safe play for sure. Just go straight EQ. So really, really nice play. Um, yeah. So nice prediction on Jaysfan's side, realizing that they're not going to throw right away. Um, and that catch was really necessary to preserve the shield. So we'll see. Well, I guess Jaysfan's already won the first two games here, so we're just gonna play the third game and see whether or not Jaysfan's gonna be able to pick up the win here. And against a very tough opponent, like this opponent was really on point. They played a really nice line. Honestly, probably the line I would play, maybe like the Ferrothorn instead of the Silph in game two, but it was honestly a pretty nice line. I guess they were like kind of afraid of the Ferrothorn because of the Dragalge and the Machamp. And even the Diggersby is kind of tough. And then you really only have like one target, which is gonna be the Lapras, which is for sure gonna be broad. But I guess you can like you rather play out. I guess you rather play out three neutral matchups with Silph, Sableye, and Politoed than play like one hard read with the Ferrothorn. So okay, here comes Dragonite. Probably gonna go for the extra Shadow Claw. Yeah, it makes sense here. Should be able to survive the Dragon Breath. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to catch though. Okay, no. I would be surprised if they shield this unless they're intending to catch. Okay, because this Sableye will make it to the move beforehand. And honestly, I don't. Let's see here. Okay, they come to their own Sableye. This is totally fine. This Lapras is like really safe right now unless they have they probably throw the return. No, they throw the foul play. Okay. This EQ throw is safe to throw regardless, right? Obviously, it sucked to throw it to the Ferrothorn, but gonna go to 100. This I don't think this EQ KOs the Sableye, but here comes Politoed, and gonna be able to throw the Earthquake. It's really tough shielding. They know there's a Lapras in the back. 100% they know there's a Lapras in the back. So, you shield this. They do go for it, but this is looking really good for this Lapras. They probably okay. Gonna throw here. They do make it to the EQ, which is totally fine. Because the skull, obviously, getting the Skull Bash off beforehand would have been really nice. But this Politoad's going to have to try to bank a move and before getting out. Yeah, very nice catch. But really, there's absolutely no way they can win here. It's a really nice catch, but they have to throw here, and then they're just going to get mudshot down, right? Really not too much they can do there. But honestly, fantastic play from both sides. Really nice reads from Jaysfan's side. Honestly, this was a really tough line for Jaysfan to come out on top, especially with the Silph. Like any Charmer is going to be really tough, but fantastic job. So we're going to go ahead and move on to round number 4. All right, we are in the 4th round. Jaysfan has had a very impressive run, really difficult last round. This next round here, honestly, just like one word, Dragalge, right? Obviously, the Politoad's almost certainly going to have EQ. But Dragalge, Sableye Safe Switch is much more difficult here with the presence of Shift Tree. But it's pretty tough to... Well, it's not that tough to bring Shift Tree. Shift Tree is good against 4. Really bad against Dragalge. And really bad against Machamp. Kind of neutral with Lapras, but his Ice Shards really add up. Diggersby, not the worst in the world, but against Sableye and Jirachi, very positive matchups. So, but they're gonna bring Politoed for sure. I do like the Sableye, and then Machamp actually looks safe here too. So I think those are all. Honestly, they could bring Politoed. The Politoed matchup. It's really gonna be like who's gonna execute their dominant Pokemon better here. Will Jaysfan play their Dragalge better, or will the Politoed come out on top? So we're gonna see very polarizing dominant Pokemon. This is actually a really good trainer too. They're all really good trainers here. So, but I expect this to be a really tough match. Okay, they come Shift Tree here. This is a really good matchup, unless they have like Hurricane, which I guess they'll bait up to. Oh nope, they throw the foul play, which is fine. And they come into Politoed. Gonna throw the EQ. No, they're gonna throw the Outrage, and then we're gonna see Mia swap into Sableye. I don't think you shield this, but it's very risky that they. So this is their only counter to Dragalge, right? So you just honestly, if they let this go, and this is a CMP, I think you just let it go. You just let it go, and then come in with Machamp, right? Or yeah, come in with Machamp. Okay. Okay, that's a very questionable switch by them. I'm assuming that they have a flyer in the back. Oh my gosh. Okay, they have a. Okay, they have double water here. Okay, this is a. Oh my goodness, they brought a team triple week 2. What the heck? Okay. Not triple week. They probably should have went in cast form into the. Honestly, they probably should have went cast form into the Dragalge, just because like the just because all they need to do was land a weather ball at the Dragalge at that health, right? Like the water guns plus the weather ball would have been enough. So okay, they do make a nice read here. They haven't revealed the EQ. Obviously, they just threw weather ball. Gonna go straight to Sableye. We're gonna see. They're gonna throw the weather ball. Okay, so I do expect cast form to come here because they don't have shift tree, right? Or they're trying to catch. Okay, this is very curious here. I am really curious on how they're gonna play this. Okay. Um, okay, this is a CMP tie to the next weather ball, and you definitely don't shield it. Okay, I was gonna say on the other side. They come in cast form here. Okay. Really, what do they have in the back? There's just no way here, right? You let this go. Okay, if they have Tropius in the back, this is a little bit problematic. Gonna go straight for the outrage. If they have Tropius in the back, they no shield this for sure. Okay, they have Talonflame. Okay, this is very problematic here. But maybe you can just straight counter down this. You definitely just go for fast moves here, right? Because the Dragon Tail will sneak in before. You don't throw a move unless you get to double cross shot. Which actually looks like you can get to. Yeah. It looks like they safely get to double cross shop here. Okay, they no shield this. This is fine though, right? They're not going to be able to farm down. 2 counters should take it out. So, okay. They had to go to cast form right after they threw that weather ball there. Okay, this is very problematic for them. Okay, they throw basically right before the outrage. Gonna throw the outrage. Basically, I think they clicked on it. It wasn't desync CMP, but okay. Do expect the Politoed to come in. Okay, tried to. I guess you catch the EQ here. Oh man, they weather balled here. Okay, that's fine. They laid another weather ball. I think this is okay. I'm assuming they switch here, right? They have to preserve this. Okay, nope. Okay, they really want the shield. Okay, let's see what's in the bag. Okay, Tropius. Okay, makes sense. Okay, they let it go. Okay, gonna go straight for the outrage. I'm not 100% on board with this move here, but this is this is quite the call here. I would have preferred the bait there. 100% would have preferred the bait. But maybe can counter down. Okay, gonna let this go. And then you just try to counter down this Tropius, right? It looks like you can. I would have preferred the bait, honestly, because like the Dragon Tails would do so much damage, they would put pressure on them to throw. But this Leaf Blade probably KO. Oh, the aerial is here. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Honestly, nice play by the opponent to win game 3, but Jaysfan able to win the first 2 games in quite dominating fashion. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next round. All right, we are in the 5th round. This opponent has Castform, Sableye, Vigoroth, their own Dragalge, Venusaur, and Probopass. Dragalge again, right? Like just come Dragalge here. Sableye again, look really strong. So, how you deal with? I'm not sure about Diggersby, but Diggersby makes sense too. Diggersby has like 4 positive matchups, only 1 negative matchup. One really negative matchup, I should say, and then the Venusaur match was playable depending on energy. So, let's go ahead and get started and see how they're gonna play this out. Honestly, I kind of like Lapras here too. To be honest, Lapras loses to the Probopass, but are you really gonna bring Probopass? I just don't see it, right? So I prefer Lapras over Diggersby, but Diggersby's fine too. Okay, we're gonna have the Dragalge mirror. Ever so fun, fast move down mirror. Okay, I think you just let this go though. Okay, and then okay, yeah, you let this go. I do expect them to bring Venusaur. So you prefer Venusaur here. But let's see. Okay, they come in. Okay, well, this is also good too. They got an extra counter in, so they're like 4. 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's Body Slam, right? Unless I miscounted there. Okay. I don't even think they went up to the Bulldoze here. Okay, they must have been at the Bulldoze because they were only 1 away. Okay, I must have missed a move there. Okay. This is gonna be tough in the back. Really needs to get this foul play. Unfortunately, he's not gonna be able to, and you have to let this go, right? But it has to be Venusaur in the back, right? Or their own Sableye, one of the two. Their own Sableye would be palatable, but even their own Sableye would be really tough here. And this Fire Punch definitely does not KO. We'll have to land. Oh man, okay. Its own Sableye. Yeah, this is game over here. Unfortunately, one too many counters got through, and they do end up shielding. You shield this. You're gonna be able to land the EQ, but this definitely will not KO the Sableye. It's a really positive matchup for Diggersby. Try to fast move deny there. Unfortunately, not able to, and yeah, it's not gonna come particularly close. Yeah, kind of a tough situation there. And we're gonna go to game number 2. This is first Jaysfan gonna come back from behind. Not gonna reveal the line. Knows that they lose CMP on their Dragalge. Okay. This is okay. This is okay matchup. Gonna go straight to Sableye. Okay. Really needs to deny there. Unfortunately, not able to. This is looking really rough here. Does not get the Shadow Claw back. Gonna let this go. Okay, it does live. And curious if they shield this. They do. Okay. They have no. Okay, you go Diggersby for sure. And you need to EQ, but this is looking okay here. What do they have in the back that can handle the Dragalge? They return. Nice play. Gonna farm up a bunch here. Okay. And oh man, this is looking really good right now, right? So you basically just farm down with Dragalge. Frenzy Plant's gonna hurt, but you gotta let it go. Hopefully you can KO in 4 Dragon Tails, or else you're gonna be in huge trouble. Ooh, okay. Gonna let it go. Okay. Okay. Show me bigger off. Okay, their own Dragalge. Okay, yeah, this is absolutely game over there. Beautiful play. Tries the oh now I trust in the Diggersby. It makes total sense now, right? So okay. Gonna make a hard read here. Oh man, this is really tough here. Not bringing the Sableye is really gutsy here. Predicting a Sableye lead, right? Or even Dragalge lead is fine too. So Diggersby has been good against the previous 2 leads, but the opponent has like opted to change up the Pokemon. Okay, all right, we're gonna have Diggerby into Vigoroth. Oof. Oof. Okay, gonna go to Dragalge. They have no answer to Dragalge, right? So, that just has to be a body slam, right? So I'm assuming they're gonna come with their own Dragalge now, right? You definitely outrage. Because the chip damage of the Aqua Tail is not really worth it. Because you're gonna EQ anyways. Oh man, this is a big read here. Aqua Tail, yeah, not a big deal. Okay, they're making a huge read here. Okay, and the read is gonna pay off here. Let's see whether or not they shield this. They do. Okay. You shield this. You shield this. The body, it does more than the body slam, right? And then you EQ. Oh, this is looking really good right now. You let this go, right? Because the foul play does more. You do throw right away though. This EQ comes really close. They should be able to mudshot down before they make it to. Oh, yep. Okay, it actually does straight up KO, so it's really good here. Trying to go for the extra. This EQ will put them very low. We'll live a foul play though, so I think this is okay here. Yeah, this is definitely okay. Big read by Jaysfan there. Huge read. Like actually, yeah, that was actually an absolutely amazing read to go into Jirachi and no shield rather than go into the Diggersby, and that worked out absolutely beautifully there. Going for the outrage, that was 100% calculated there. Really well done, and that was just a master class on how to play out of a bad lead there, right? Over farming there, knowing that like they have Dragalge in the back, that was fantastic. When like this is like a textbook. That's a textbook matchup on how to overcome a bad lead and make a really nice prediction. So we're gonna go ahead into the next round. All right, we're into this next match here. Um, so Adib is one of my most favorite battlers to watch. We have extreme. I showcasted his regional run. We have extremely different styles of gameplay. So I don't expect to make too many of his calls correct on how he's gonna play. Um, okay, this is kind of tough here, right? Dragalge is way harder to bring here, right? Especially with the melodic, which almost certainly has Dragon Tail, and the Dragonite and the Jirachi. Um, I still like Sableye. Though the Obstagoon is likely going to be in the back, waiting for it. Um, I'm not really sure how to read this here. Machamp is like okay against three. One positive against one, okay against two, okayish against the Dragonite, and then really bad against the Jirachi and Kofagrigus. Sableye has to come, right? It just has to avoid the Obstagoon. So I like the Sableye lead idea maybe. Diggersby, honestly, pretty tough to bring with Dragonite, Melodic, and Obstagoon. But it's not the worst matchup, right, against Obstagoon. It's a really bad matchup against Dragonite. Playable against Melodic, right, because they don't resist Earthquake. Dragalge. Okay. Maybe Lapras here. This is tough here. This is honestly a pretty tough team. Very unorthodox team. Okay. I like the Sableye lead idea, right? Because I think they're gonna have Obscune in the back, so he's not definitely not gonna switch into Obscune, right? He's gonna switch into Melodic, which obviously makes sense, and then you go into Machamp. So they're one away from Surf, right? You take the Surf. Okay, get a shield. This is fine too. This is fine too. Um, they definitely don't make it to an R1. You try to deny. No, not gonna try to deny. I don't. The thing is, like, I'd rather try to deny because I don't know if they'll. Oh, okay. Looks like they actually do survive two confusions there. So we're gonna be able to get a shield here, which is really nice. You gotta wait the clock out, and honestly, you just don't shield this, right? Yeah, you just don't shield this. They Doom's Desire does a lot of damage, and then here comes the Obscune. Really nice read. I'm gonna let this go. This is looking really good, unless they boost, I guess. Even if they boost, this is gonna throw it to 3. Okay. I like the idea of the desync CMP there. It's just a little. It's like a little risk. Yeah. So they actually ended up getting the counter through. Did get the like dragon tail through on the 5th one there. So it worked out about the same. I prefer to throw after 3 and have a little bit more consistency there, but this is fine too. You're gonna shield this, yeah. I think this is game over anyways, right? Just gonna farm down the Jirachi. Why not? Just farm it down. Who cares about if you're a steel type? Okay, gonna play the same. Okay, so I do expect the melodic lead, right? Oh, Kofagrigus lead. Okay. They come to. Okay. Um. Hmm. Gonna go to Machamp. honestly, I just wouldn't shield this, right? You live it. You 100% live it, right? Like, gonna be able to get the counter off. We'll be able to make it to the rock slide because I think it lives one Shadow Claw. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Obviously against the Jirachi, you were able to get the shield back. The problem here is that you're gonna be trapped. Oh man. Okay. Oh, they have they're double weak to Sableye, right? They Dark Pulse here. They have the Jirachi in the back. There's no reason to stay here. Like the Sableye switch locked in. Oh man. Okay, show me the Jirachi. Show me the Jirachi. Oh, it's the Obstagoon. Okay. Interesting. What the heck? Okay. Um you still let this go, but that was okay. I were they not um this is I said earlier at the beginning of the set. Sometimes I can't predict what um a decon is doing there because that was honestly a little bit confusing because the Sableye was switch locked for like a while. Like Jaysfan didn't even wait the clock out, right? And um very like I'm not really sure there. Okay, gonna lead Dragalge into the Dragonite. They actually come into Melodic again. Okay, gonna go into Sableye. I think you just let this go. Okay, gonna shield. Okay, this is okay too, right? Like I don't think this is necessarily a bad play. I don't think they shield here. A little bit more farm, I think it would have been better. Okay, it actually doesn't KO, so this is actually pretty tanky. Gonna let this go. Should be able to live this, no problem. And then it doesn't matter if they have Dragon Breath or Dragon Tail. Should be able to live either move here. Oh my god. Okay, a little bit of lag there because it looks like the Dragonite got one Dragon Breath in, just like absolutely for free there. They do get the farm down. So Jirachi in the back. Yeah, Jirachi in the back. Okay, this is looking really good right now. They're obviously gonna go for the farm down with the Dragonite. But the Dragonite's quite low, right? So there's I don't think that they shield this, right? I'm gonna undercharge. And then gonna get a oh okay. This is actually okay though. You just let this go, right? Um Honestly, not the most ideal scenario. Okay, that I really don't even like that to be honest, but they're gonna be able to. Oh man, okay. If he can get this Aquatail off, Jaysfan is the master of denying Dragon Breath here. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is KO. Um, okay, that all is right in the world because honestly, Jaysfan definitely should not have been able to get off that Aquatail off in the first place because the Dragon Breath should have KO'd there. No way they should be able to. No way you should be able to deny a zero like a one turn move, right? So it's good the Dragonite survived it actually like played out as intended. So anyways, let's go ahead and go into the seventh and final round. All right, we're gonna be shoutcasting against the previous tournament winner in Vani. Vani is a very strong battler. They have Greedent, Stunfisk, Vigoroth, Machamp, Kofagrigus, and Mantine. Dragalge, obviously, looking really strong here again. This Stunfisk probably has Mudshot. Sableye, looking pretty safe here. Honestly, the Greedent is pretty annoying to deal with, so I do expect Greedent in the back, right? Which is why Jace fans bring the Sableye to the front. And then the Machamp looks nice for sure. And Dragalge. Yeah, this looks like a pretty decent team, so let's go ahead and get started. Bavani's really, really tough, right? Very calculated player, very difficult to beat, so we're gonna see how this is gonna play out. I wouldn't Greedent for sure. Covergregas for sure. Um, yeah, yep, nice lead. Okay, and then okay, predicting the I like this plan here. Though the okay. Uh see what they do here. They bait with the body slam. Want to throw the Aqua Tail there. They end up throwing the Outrage. Let's see. They would live okay. They end up being pretty good for them. I would be surprised if there's no Greedent in the back. Gonna go for nice timing by Vani, as always. Okay, they're switch locked for a little bit, right? They do get extra Shadow Claw in, so okay, yeah, Greedent. Still an annoying matchup, honestly though, for the Greedent. They're like 2 bullet seeds away from like 2 body slams. Okay, so they're one. You gotta let this go, right? They're 1 bullet seed away from a body slam. I think you let this go. Yeah, and then you just double up here. Yeah, let this go for sure. Defense fall really sucks here. Because Vani's going to pressure with the body slam. Okay, actually does not KO. Okay, this is actually really good then. I'm going to be able to Shadow Claw and farm down. Very nice. Honestly, Machamp into Vigoroth with the energy disadvantage is pretty tough to deal with. So that ended up being the appropriate play. So going to lead Dragalge this time. So we're going to see how this is going to play out. Okay. So this is actually okay. No Machamp in the back though, so this is gonna be Vani always gonna throw right beforehand. Vani has not revealed the psychic, now reveals the psychic, which makes sense. He didn't have to reveal the last game. Let's see whether or not Vani shields this or not. Does shield it. Gonna go Say Switch here. Gonna be met by the Greed. Oh, by Vigoroth this time. Okay, not by Greedent. Okay. That's actually good then. Unlikely that it's Greedent in the back then. I thought it was going to be the same line. There's no way he baits here. So shield might be worth it, but not electing to shield. There's no way that Vani will shield this, all right, because this does not KO. And then gonna have to let this go. Yeah. And then Dragon Tail down. You don't want to reveal the 3rd yet. Okay, Mantine. Okay, this is actually okay. They're doing neutral damage to each other. This is probably going to be a Bubble Beam. It's almost certainly a Bubble Beam, right? This makes sense. No sense to throw anything else there. And gonna throw the Surf. A little bit of a weird delay there. They have to shield this, right? Like, but this is looking pretty tough for. They're gonna throw Psychic here because shield. Oh my. Okay, gonna throw the Shadow Ball here. I guess he just viewed as his only win con there was to land the Shadow Ball, because this is for sure GG, right? Like there's just no way. Okay, they're gonna have to throw. This is game over, right? Skull Bash will KO, right? They're gonna have to reveal the second move, right? Which is gonna be Ice Beam, which makes sense. It's not any secret that it was gonna be Ice Beam, and this game's over here. Nice read with the Lapras in the back, predicting the Mantine. Oh my gosh, it actually lived. Well, that's funny. That's funny. Actually, it would have been a much closer matchup if actually would have been able to get the Bubble Beam off beforehand. Because then the Lapras would have to surf there. So afterwards, but really nice play there. So Jaysfan's already won this tournament, but we're gonna go watch the 3rd game while my dog beside me wants to be petted while I showcast. And again, this match really doesn't matter too much because Jaysfan's already gone 7-0 in a very impressive performance. Yeah, I thought I'd see the Stun Fist, but Um, I guess by leading Sableye in game one, kind of scared away they're gonna mud shot. They're gonna mud bomb here, right? I think you let this go. Yeah, they're mud bomb here, but they got extra counter through, so this actually should be a desync CMP or like a CMP tie. Yeah, you just let this go, and then you Shadow Claw down. And then you Shadow Claw down. Yeah, they're 5 away. So they come into Machamp here. But this is looking okay. I think you just okay. You shield this for sure. They cross shot. Okay, the thing is they cross shot here to pressure the Dragalge to throw. And here comes the Vigoroth. Oh my gosh, okay. Interesting call. Going Vigoroth here. I thought that for sure they're gonna come Stunfisk, but honestly, this doesn't really matter here. I would no shield this for sure. And this is Bulldoze. This Body Slam does not KO, and gonna be able to get off the Aqua Tail. Honestly, I would just let the Dragalge go down. No point in transferring the counter. Okay, doesn't really matter here. You let this go. This is GG. They do Bulldoze, which is nice. Gonna farm up extra, and then gonna be able to throw the foul play, and then gonna be able to easily outpace the Stunfisk. And Jaysfan closing out pretty impeccable tournament run with a very nice 3-0 against honestly one of the best Show 6 pick 3 battlers in the world. Jaysfan, huge sleeper pick. Not it's like if you're a hardcore Silph battler, you know about Jaysfan. If you're Canadian, you're into factions and stuff, you know about Jaysfan. If you're like a more casual battler, you mostly focus on GBL, you might not know about Jaysfan, but Jaysfan's gonna have a really huge season. So in all formats. So expect to follow his name. I'm sure he's gonna comment below, but definitely check him out. So he's gonna be definitely one to watch. So I'm calling it here. Anyways, we're gonna leave it there. If you like, see it with a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see everyone in the next video.